Abi Kingpe Rexy, what bestie? That seems to be the tune that is resounding in the ears of everybody. I don't know
right?
what Rexy has done, but that tune Abracadabra has Rexy, has Skibby. No, it doesn't have Whiskey.
No, it has Whiskey going.
Oh, it had Whiskey going crazy. Yeah, true. Asna Mali on that tune, and right now I feel like it's number one on a couple of music platforms, and that's big deal for Rexy and
And this one is not new, is it?
It's not old actually. It came out last year. Ending of last year.
So why is it now?
Everything about the song is just that line. Abi Kingpe Rexy. Welcome to the show, guys. This is Fees on Butter, brought to you by Alfred and Personal. And you don't need to call Rexy. All you need to call is So Daddy. We out here this beautiful day. We have like less than how many days to the end of the collection of PVC. So if you've not collected your PVC, you're part of the problem. You made the decision to...
Please go and collect your PVC because we are experiencing shaggy on a daily. I'm tired.
Get me. It's like a daily dose of shaggy. Welcome.
And the note for this year is Noah Hollard.
Yeah, Noah Hollard.
Please
Guess what, Faye? This year, February 25th is more important than February 14th. ABA King says, wait for you, fire, and we'll be right back after the show break. Don't move a muscle.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Fuse Unpotted.
Welcome back to the show. And like I said, February 25th is more. This is the only year that we don't actually give a hoot about February 14th.
Well, I don't care because I'm single, not because
Welcome, guys. Today we're going to be talking about something very controversial, something that people have mixed opinions about, and still, I mean, I'll take my stand. We already kind of like discussed this before we came on air.
Yeah.
So, Faye,
so let me just quickly read it. It's a tweet from somebody. It said, I have stopped my wife once or twice from visiting her parents. Her mom lives in the same city as we do. The first time of stopping her from going was because she was making it too frequent, and anytime I am out of town over the weekend, she's ready to run off. Now
wait. So because Faye is about to get on that fire mode right now. So today we're literally going to be asking ourselves why we think what he said is right or wrong, and when do you need to draw the line? I mean, I'm not married, but I feel like I'm probably going to agree with some things said in that tweet. But here's the thing, guys. We definitely also want to hear what you guys think about this, all right? This guy has given his own opinion and his own reason why he feels like his wife should not always visit her parents, all right? Especially because of the fact that they stay in the same neighborhood, all right, guys? So you need to hit us up, all right, on our social media platforms, YouTube, The Fuse, and on Instagram, Fuse Local. Let's hear what you think. But let's hear Fire. Give us our own dish.
So now, first of all, he said something about them staying in the same area.
Neighborhood.
In the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, uncle, it's your fault. Because you're getting married. I don't think I'm even going to get married to anybody that stays like in close proximity with my parents. First of all. So now it is your fault that you did not think about it, that you should go and stay far away. But then, why should you stop your wife from going to see her parents? If she wants to see her parents every day, okay, well, every day is a bit too much. But if it's not every day, so what's the problem? If she wants to see her parents every weekend, okay, for example, me, my mom doesn't stay here, and I know that when I get married, because my dad is not married to another person, I know that when I get married, if I don't go visiting him every weekend, I would send food every weekend. It's an obligation. Now, I don't know the situation of this girl's mom. My mom may be single, and probably that's why she likes going there to see her mom, and her mom keeps her company. I would even rather my husband goes to see his father or goes to see his mother frequently than bring his friends and boys over to the house. Because I feel like friends are the ones that will definitely corrupt,
Well, is it feeling?
I know.
No, you can't say you're not married.
I know friends are the ones that will corrupt a person.
You're not married. You
compared to except you have terrible in-laws, then I don't see any reason why you should say your wife should not go and see her mom at every given opportunity that she has. And besides, you're not even in town. She probably needs company, and she decides, okay, instead of going to my friend's house or instead of telling my friends to come and stay with me, let me go and have time. Let me go and spend time with my mom. I think that's like a very decent thing to do. So why stop her?
So the reason why you are trying to vindicate what the actions of the wife is because you feel like it's better for her to spend time with our own family than to probably go cheating or be with someone else at all.
Yeah.
Which is actually a good reason, all right? It's actually a good excuse. But do we keep giving excuses? There's so many downsides to this thing, all right? And I feel like this man might be looking at the long run of things, yeah? You cannot really say the reason or the circumstances surrounding his reason for staying in the same neighborhood with the parents of his wife, all right? What if something happened and the relocation was what allowed them to be in the same neighborhood, all right? And the same neighborhood doesn't necessarily mean that it's just the next street it might just be the same area,
like one bike, Abby, one bike down,
or maybe a driveway. Hold on, let me land though, before you come for me.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Views unpotted.
So, here's my own opinion, all right? I think I agree with him somewhat in the sense that, when even the Holy Book says, a man and his wife, a man will leave his family and cling on to his wife and is going to start his own family. So I feel it's the same thing with both parties. He probably saw that, like he said in the tweets, like he tweeted that it was becoming too frequent, all right? It was becoming at the slightest convenience. First off, I don't think it is going to be very healthy for the marriage, in the sense that he's going to have this kind of premonition that everything that is happening in the family is between himself and his wife has been discussed with his wife and our family. And that's all that
phone call can do too. So
hold on. Of course the phone call can do, but it's different. It begins to have some level of influence on the decisions they make in the family, because she has gotten so comfortable that at the slightest inconvenience, everybody, if the man has, if he has, what's it called, the kind of job that takes him out almost every weekend, it doesn't necessarily give yourself some self-respect too, yeah? I don't think it should be that frequent, regardless of the fact that they're your family. It shouldn't be that frequent. We as men see it differently. No matter how you want to paint this thing, we feel like, what do they call this thing? Familiarity breeds contempt or whatever.
Yes, familiarity. But what if, people are different? There's some people who enjoy their company. Like me, I enjoy my company a lot. In fact, when there's nobody in the house, is like my happiest period. But now, she's married, probably very clingy too, and her husband is not around every weekend. She starts to miss him. She starts feeling it.
It is literally, he said a lot of times a weekend, but not every weekend.
She starts feeling it. Oh, my husband is not here, and maybe she's having conversations with her friends and like, me and Oga even just went out. Now it is the weekend now, so we are going out, we are having fun. She starts to feel like, okay, what's going on in my own marriage? Why is my husband not trying to find time, to spend with me? So I feel her going to her parents' place would take her mind off it. To be honest, it would give her some room. I don't have a problem with her. Like I said, I don't have a problem with her going over to her parents' place, but it's the frequency that matters, all right? Because it begins to give the man doubt. It begins to make him insecure. It begins to feel like it is almost an open marriage, and everything they discuss is also shared with the wife's family, which might not make his own. It kind of dent his
ego as a man and his self-esteem, and actually might affect his what's it called now? It just affects you.
That's the thing about men.
It gives you
everything to you guys is ego.
No,
ego.
Come on.
I'm a man.
No, it's not. I'm not trying to make this very egocentric. I'm just saying that it makes him feel like whatever they have in the family, especially in terms of
first of all, you
information
really need
and
to know the
vulnerability.
person that you are getting married to. If the person you're getting married to is a talkative, then okay, it's your fault for getting married to a talkative. I mean, there are a lot of things that are even going on with me as like a single lady, like as an individual that my parents don't even know, that nobody knows about, right? So if you are getting married to a talkative, then it's on you.
All right, we'll be right back after the short break. Don't move from also the Sea Feels Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal.
Everyone deserves luxury, but luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Feels Unbothered.
Welcome back. It's still Feels Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. Today we are having, if you're just joining us, you've missed a little, but we are talking about this marriage issue, and it has been very hot and steamy, but
because you're bringing fire to it.
Yeah, it's my favorite fire now. Please, I need to do justice to my name.
Get me.
So, Abi, what do you think? About marriage. Do you think this discussion is something they should have before actually doing the wedding? Like,
so I mean, in the case of this scenario, I feel like first off, if this checks to be a Nigerian couple, I feel like is going to be a different approach in sorting out this issue as a man than if it was like a Western couple, maybe people in the US or like another country, because we in Africa, we take pride in culture, and there's some level of bias.
Guys take pride in everything. It's exhausting.
Chill now. There's some level of bias when it feels like a man doesn't have total control over his family. So this
why are men obsessed with control?
Over his family, not his wife, his family. I mean, in the natural look of things, the man is the head of the family. All right. In natural thing.
Who is now the tail?
No, now she's a see.
Who is now the tail?
We've come to an age where we accept that union is partnership. All right, not that someone is the total. What's it called? It's not like a subordinate, and
I think there should be limits I don't subscribe, to that notion that once you get married to somebody, like once a man gets married to a woman, he has total control. Because
when I said total control, I said like total control of the family. I did not say of his wife. Like
even of the family.
The affairs of the family.
Do you know, at this age now, there are some things that I would want to do.
I stand to be corrected.
My father might not be okay with it, but he cannot stop me from doing it. Let me not say
total control. Let me say it should have a good control, all right,
and total understanding of individual difference. You
just cut to my neck. So I mean, like I said earlier on, partnership is what marriage should be about right now. So I feel like before you get into saying I do, these are things that you should discuss and properly clear out and blur the lines, all right, and set the boundaries on things like this. What do you think? Where do my parents stand when it comes to our decision making or influence in our own family, in visiting each other?
And not to be biased, there are some women too that would not actually appreciate their husbands always going to their mom. So at the end of the day, it boils down to individual differences.
Exactly.
So before you get married to somebody, please have that conversation. conversations that are meaningful and unmeaningful.
Yeah,
because
it's not just about
it might not be
style.
meaningful to you in the beginning, but once you enter it in the long run, you start to see that, okay, these conversations that I didn't have before I got married to this man, I should have.
You should have done that. So I feel like that's the best way to avoid some kind of discrepancies like that. When you have conversations that actually boil down to every step of growing up as a couple that is married, not dating, that you guys are
Even
married, you
dating,
understand partnership, then you will be able to sort out things like this when they actually show up. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us till this time.
And we wish you well in your love life.
Drop the social media handles that they can follow us on.
Alright, you can follow us on YouTube, The Fuse, to watch Fuse Unbothered, and you can follow us on Instagram, Fuse Local. You can follow me too, Chocolate Cover Strawberry Faye Fire, Faye_Shonowo on Instagram and Twitter. I'll be waiting for you and I'll follow back.
You can link up with your own boy on Instagram and Twitter and on every other social media platforms at AB_AKYZ. That's AB_AKYZ. Thank you guys for sticking with us till this time. From all of us here in the studio, get your PVC and stay peace.
Rich till I die.
Holla.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.